Stanford just dropped its annual AI report card. 423 pages, 9 years of independent data, no marketing spin. The verdict: everyone who said AI peaked in 2025 was dead wrong, and the gap between AI winners and everyone else is now a canyon. This is AI by AI Daily for April 15th, 2026. Today, Stanford's AI Index reveals historic capability gains and a trust crisis. PwC confirms only 20% of companies are capturing the real value. And ASML just raised its forecast because the world can't build chips fast enough. Stanford's Institute for Human-Centered AI publishes the most comprehensive independent assessment of artificial intelligence every year. The 2026 edition landed this week, and the numbers are staggering. On SUE Bench Verified, a benchmark where AI models have to resolve real GitHub coding issues, performance jumped from 60% to nearly 100% of the human baseline in a single year. On Humanity's last exam, which features the hardest questions experts could design, the top score went from 8.8% last year to over 50%. Today, AI coding went from good to essentially superhuman in 12 months. Adoption is matching capability. 88% of organizations now use AI operationally. 4 out of 5 university students use generative AI. And generative AI reached 53% population-level adoption within 3 years. Faster than the personal computer or the internet. But here's the tension. Public trust is collapsing. Only 23% of the U.S. public views AI's impact on the job market as positive, compared to 73% of AI experts. The U.S. ranks dead last among surveyed countries in trust that its own government can regulate AI effectively at just 31%. And AI transparency scores dropped from 58 to 40 on Stanford's index. The summary: AI is getting dramatically better, dramatically faster, and the public is getting dramatically more skeptical. Both things are true at the same time, and that gap is becoming a problem. PwC released a new study this week that puts a number on something most people already sense. AI's economic benefits are not being shared evenly. The study surveyed over 1,200 senior executives across 25 sectors. The finding: 74% of AI's economic value is being captured by just 20% of organizations. Not 60-40, not 50-50. The top fifth is taking nearly 3/4 of everything. What separates the winners? They're not just using AI for cost-cutting and productivity. They're using it for growth, new products, new revenue streams, new market entry. The majority of companies are stuck in pilot mode, running experiments that never reach production. The leaders have moved past experimentation entirely. This tracks with something we've been saying on this channel: deploying AI tools is easy. Restructuring your organization around AI is hard. And that restructuring is where the value actually lives. ASML, the Dutch company that makes the machines that make AI chips, just raised its full year 2026 sales forecast. Revenue guidance went up because demand for AI semiconductor equipment remains relentless. ASML is one of the most important companies most people have never heard of. Every advanced chip from NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, and TSMC is manufactured using ASML's lithography systems. There is no alternative supplier at the cutting edge. If ASML stops shipping, the entire AI boom stops with it. The raised forecast signals that the infrastructure build-out for AI is not slowing down. Despite all the talk about AI bubbles and overspending, the company is actually building the physical foundations. The chip fabs, the data centers, the power plants are seeing demand accelerate, not plateau. Stanford says AI capability is accelerating while trust is eroding. PwC says 20% of companies are capturing 74% of the value. And ASML says the hardware demand is only growing. The pattern is clear. AI is widening every gap it touches, between capability and trust, between leaders and laggards, between supply and demand. This episode was researched by Claude, scripted by Claude, and assembled by InVideo AI. Subscribe for daily AI news. See you tomorrow.